This is Tuna on Toast.
I know you guys keep things very close to you.
Yeah.
Do you have any new songs that are totally finished that the world has not heard?
So we have a record that's been completely written for over a year, and it's been recorded pretty much.
But you haven't gone back to tweak it or anything as times are going?
No. I think, listen, I think if everybody was in the headspace where we could go on tour, support this record, and life wasn't completely getting in the way and all these other endeavors that people are doing. And then also just the randomness of the COVID stuff, right? Like shows are on and they're off and they're on and they're off.
And one person gets sick, then unfortunately you have to shut it down.
And what people don't understand, and I hate bringing up the economics of it, but when you book a tour, you're probably not even break even until 2 weeks into that tour, right? 3 weeks into the tour. And all the money that you make or whatever you're trying to do, like to pay for the crew or pay for the buses or pay for this, they don't care if COVID outbreaks, you have to pay them still. So if you start a tour and you don't actually get to finish it, you just get hammered on it, right? It just doesn't make sense to even get the whole machine running. You owe everybody that money still. And so what people don't understand is we're really just trying to make sure that everybody mentally wants to go on tour and support a record, that it's going to make sense to support the record and it's not a stop-go situation. And just, we're going to release it when we want to release it. That's just the bottom line, right? And people seem to think we work for them.
I remember you telling me a while ago that there were songs done, but then I'm like, oh, are they going to put it out? So how you just explained it was perfect.
Yeah, so the songs are done. I still have some vocals to do, and we have some strings to record. And the thing with the strings is that in LA, they're simply not allowing people to be within 6 feet. And we have experience. I'm not going to name bands, but our producer worked on some records, and he's like, listen, you put somebody 6 feet apart, and you mic them all, it does not sound like a group playing together. Huh. He's like, they are hearing the notes off a little bit. There's no unified sound. And we have a bunch of out-of-tune violin players and out-of-tune singers. And he's like, I'm sitting in there fixing it all. And he's like, I suggest either going to Prague and doing it or just waiting. And so we're still waiting because we don't want to go to Prague and record these things. I mean, there's so many little things and we're just not willing to compromise on it. And at the end of the day, everyone needs to decide, I'm ready to go support a record.
It's a lot of work. Well, you mentioned the financials, but the toll it takes on your mind, body, and family,
yes,
it's a real thing.
It is.
I mean, you got to get in the right headspace. You're leaving your house. You got 2 or 3 suitcases, city to city to city, singing, screaming every single night and talking to people.
Yeah.
So
you just have to make sure you're mentally there for it. And look at all these, I don't want to make it come off like we have like all these problems in the band. We don't. But people are also very cognizant of their life and how it is right now. And they want to be happy doing things. And I think the fans want us to be happy doing things. We are very much happy into this digital realm we're going into and the NFTs. And we're going to be happy when the record comes out. And when we do shows, we'll be happy doing them. But just know that if we're on stage, then we're in a good place.